Libra, hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Joe. For those of you that do, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is a relationship kind of love reading. No matter what your relationship status is with your person, whether you're married, dating, casual, doesn't matter. This is about the status of that relationship, okay? This is for February 14th through the 28th, 2021. Keep in mind that this is not a set in stone time frame. It's kind of, you know, the area that I'm working with here for the month of February. It could go into March. It could be happening right now. You know, it really doesn't matter. So apply it to your situation how you will. If this reading is for you indeed, you'll know it. You'll know it, you'll feel it, you won't question it. But it can't be for everybody. I think we all understand that. So if it's not for you, there's always another message, Libra, at another time that might be better suited for you, okay? So we're going to pull some cards for you and your person separately. And we're going to see what's going on. Try to keep it under 15 minutes. So Libra, Libra, Libra. You know, it falls on Valentine's Day. What is coming up for you? Three of Wands. King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Libra, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, Libra. So, you've been waiting for this relationship, and your person has the Ten of Cups, Six of Wands. Six of Wands has been coming up quite a bit. I don't really know why. It doesn't matter what deck I use. Five of Cups for your person, and Page of Cups. King of Wands. All right, the passion on the throne there. Okay, so Libra, Three of Wands, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. You were waiting for this relationship to come through. You were waiting for this kind of relationship to come through, and you pursued this because I could see like the Three of Wands in the recent past. Like you were getting closer and closer to your person, and then the King of Cups. You were receptive and you were reciprocating this relationship, and the Queen of Wands here. You definitely were receptive to it. But there's something at play here that's a bit of a mystery in this reading with the Wheel of Fortune. And I might actually pull a couple cards to clarify that, because anything, I feel like in February with your relationship, like anything is possible. Your person has the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So I feel that they very much were the person coming toward you. They were the one that was in pursuit of you, or they were the one that was a little bit more aggressive in the pursuit. And you know, it came through, it happened, and that's the Six of Wands here. They feel like they got what they wanted, which was you. But the Five of Cups, there's something here that is either disappointing you or disappointing them, or there's just something that is well, that's funny that come out again in a different reading, Treasure Island. But there's something here with the Five of Cups that's a bit of a disappointment, and I don't know, honestly, I don't know if it's you or them. I don't know if it's you that's disappointed in them, and the Five of Cups is them just feeling that like they let you down, or if they feel like you let them down. So we're going to dig into this a little bit because it's a little bit interesting. So definitely something happened here that, you know, it could go either way. So let's try and dissect this. The King of Wands is, above all things, the most important card here. And so this is the passion that still exists in this relationship. And I almost feel wholeheartedly, Libra, that this King of Wands, there is a bit of passion that is sometimes or could be a little bit superficial. Like it's not rooted in true love. There is a lot of emotion here, and there's friendship, there's fun, but there's something here that is not rooted in like true, genuine commitment. And that's how I'm seeing the King of Wands here. So you were looking toward, you know, this person. You saw them coming toward you. You were receptive to them coming toward you. And I do think that part of it is a lot of people have been lonely over the past year or so because a lot of us have been isolated. I've been isolated with my significant other and the kids, and it can get a little bit hard. But I think we're talking about somebody that was single here, that was felt very isolated, and so this person was coming toward you. And I felt like when I saw this Three of Wands, it was like a slow progression, that there was like this kind of flirtatious advance that was kind of building over time. And then it kind of got a little bit, I don't want to say out of control, but it got to be a little bit fun. But that's where it became superficial, because then it just became about the thrill and like the passion, and not about true, genuine, intimate feelings. So you have the Three of Wands and the King of Cups, and you were receptive to this. And at the same time of being receptive, with the Queen of Wands, I do like, there's something about the Queen of Wands here that kind of gives me a good feeling, but it also gives me kind of an uneasy feeling. Like the Queen of Wands here is like you were open and receptive to this person, but I think that you are pretending like you don't want more than what it is, but inside you do. Okay? Does that make sense? So Libra, I feel like you aren't being honest with your person about how you really feel now that this has evolved and developed into something bigger than you probably actually thought. And so you kind of just downplay how you truly feel. And now the Wheel of Fortune comes out, and something is going to transpire that's either going to change this relationship to a different level, or it's going to end the relationship. It's one or the other. But what I honestly think, I think that your person is actually afraid to tell you what you're afraid to tell them. Okay, so this has been very superficial, kind of just on the surface, not a whole lot of substance all the time, although there is substance to it. But you know, there's this like mutual understanding from the beginning. I want to say friends with benefits, but it's not quite just that. It's deeper than that, but it's not quite a relationship. And so I do feel like, you know, I just see this as like they kind of see this the same way, but one of you is disappointed in the other. And, you know, even it could be you're both disappointed in each other and not really communicating how you truly feel, Libra. But your person is 10 of Cups. They were coming toward you, and, you know, they found you attractive. They found you, you know, something that had a pull. Maybe they couldn't help themselves because there was something about you that they really just had to see more of. There was some sort of mystery or some sort of something that was just calling them toward you. And so they were coming toward you, and then they saw this as, at the time, was just like a good time. It was a good feeling. Maybe it had potential, but maybe it didn't. But you never know until you try and find out. But I feel like that they kind of like felt like right off the bat that they conquered this, you know. They got what they wanted, but they weren't really willing to give a whole lot more than they were giving at the time. So, and I think that they regret that. It's kind of where I feel like maybe the regret is coming from. So I'm going to say this. Apply it for your circumstance how you will. Whether it's you or them, somebody felt like this was at first started out as a conquest, and it turned out that somebody has regret. I think, Libra, it's your person, though. I think they have some regret here, because I think that they finally are realizing this month that they've kind of hurt you, because they were I want to say, afraid to really reveal their true feelings. At the same time, though, you were afraid to reveal your true feelings. And so this just continued on as this superficial, not a whole lot of substance, good time. I mean, yes, there was friendship, companionship, and probably a whole lot of you-know-what going on. And then I think that you tried getting real with them. The Queen of Wands here, like I said, it gives me kind of like a weird feeling where you were playing along with them, but at the same time you were wanting to really show them, no, I want more than this, or this is going deeper than what either of us really intended. And so the Wheel of Fortune is coming in here, and it's coming into play. And this Five of Cups, I think that your person is starting, or will start, if they're not already, having some regret in February for not having opened up to you like they should have, because I think they start to realize that they either hurt you or they kind of lost some trust with you in this, that they should have been more open, because I think there were times where you were trying to be open, and I think that they were maybe a little bit immature and childish to a degree. Their immaturity does still come out here with the Page of Cups, but I think that they're willing to, I think that they're willing and wanting to make that offer, that sacrifice, and say, okay, we can do away with the fun and games, and we can really get real and try to deeply know one another, because whether neither one of us wants to admit it or not, we've got feelings for each other now. There are some hidden feelings that we haven't discussed, and so I think that this relationship may go much deeper than you had originally thought. And I think at one point you thought that this relationship might just fall apart because they were very non-committal, and you were afraid to just say what you wanted because you didn't want to be vulnerable. If that makes sense. I hope this makes sense how I'm coming across here, okay? Excuse me. The Wheel of Fortune, though, you know, I don't know what transpires to make your person wake up, but something definitely comes along that kind of wakes them up. And I think that they are kind of a little bit immature, or they're not just really experienced at love relationships. I don't know that they've ever really truly had anything of deep substance, or maybe they have, and they have been wounded or hurt in the past, and so they've kind of backed off from that type of relationship. It could be any number of things, really. You know, I'm kind of getting to the point here where I'm just, you know, kind of wondering. But the Ace of Cups comes out with the Wheel of Fortune. I think you're speaking your heart to them, and I think it makes them feel very, very bad about themselves. I think that they hear some things from you, some truths from you, and you are communicating to them the very raw and very vulnerable parts of your heart with this person. And I think that they start to feel very bad about it and regret maybe not having shown you enough respect and care early on, because they feel quite a bit the same way that you do. And I think that it makes them feel very bad about themselves, or just very upset, very regretful. So you talk about the heartache with this person, that when you're together you're happy, and when you're apart from this person, how you feel very alone, because you don't get consistent communication from them. You're not receiving what you would like from them when it comes to a commitment, even though nobody's really totally committed here at all. I do feel like you're telling them, you're communicating to them that when you're together and you're having fun, everything feels okay. But when you're not together, they seem very distant and you feel very alone. And I think this is you exposing how your heart truly feels for your person, Libra, in this situation. And the Queen of Swords. Here we have the Queen of Swords. I think you're speaking your truth, and you're telling them that either you're cutting this relationship out or things are going to change. Okay? And the Queen of Swords, maybe this is where the Five of Cups comes in. You bare your heart. You tell them how you really feel, Libra. But at the same time, you speak some very harsh truths. Not only about them, but about yourself. And I think it comes out in many different ways. I think you really get them stirred up emotionally. And I do think that this Queen of Swords maybe have a lot to do with this Wheel of Fortune, along with the Ace of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. I think that you're being very honest and open with them, and it's a wake-up call, Libra. So I think this might end like the FOB, friends with benefits kind of relationship, and they're going to be willing and receptive and willing to respond to what you are saying. However, does it go on for a period of time after this? I really don't know, but you have Treasure Island and you have Higher Power. Treasure Island, to me, I think this is like realizing that the fallacy of this kind of friends with benefits type relationship, it really was just like, is there really an island with treasure on it? Probably not. So I think that like that's kind of how this realization that this really, yeah, for the time being, for a while, it was like this treasure island. It was like this place, mystical place, where there was just a lot of fun things, a lot of good things. It's just kind of self-serving type of things, you know, in this relationship for a while, but then it becomes kind of empty. And I do feel like that's what this Treasure Island is talking about. It's like it's really not real. I mean, you can pretend it's real, but after some point it is no longer real. It's not really realistic for you to keep going on that way. And then you have Higher Power. So definitely leaning on your higher power, pulling on your higher power, whether it's God, source, spirit, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what your spiritual practice is. I think that you're really getting messages from your higher power saying that it's time to start valuing yourself. It's time to start caring for yourself in a way that you're not going to let somebody take advantage of you or hurt you, because now you're getting to the point where the line has been crossed and you're going to end up hurt if you don't speak the truth. And I think you put down the ultimatum on this relationship from continuing any further the way it has been. And then you have the blessing of peace after a battle. So I think that you have some words, and I think maybe it doesn't go down all in one day. It might go down over several days, a couple weeks, where you speak your truth, you cut them off, you express how you feel, and that's where this regret comes in with them with the Five of Cups. And it takes some time for them to really get the courage to be honest with you and tell you how they really feel, and that's the Page of Cups. But I do feel like the Page of Cups is a little bit on the immature side, like, you know, not that they're not genuine, but it comes off as just being a little bit inexperienced at you know, really having a true committed relationship. So there is a little bit of something there, but it could also signal the beginning of a true genuine relationship that's actually in its infancy. So there's two ways to really look at that, okay, Libra? I know I went on way longer than I wanted to, but that's the message I get. So I would ask that if it resonated with you, if it actually spoke to you, if you knew it was for you, you'll know it. Leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And if you're new here, if this reading wasn't for you, that's okay. Just forget it. You know, just stick around. Give me another chance, because I put out lots of videos, and I guarantee you're going to hear something that you wanted to hear at some point anyway. So, Libra, I'm going to say thank you for stopping by, and I will talk to you again in a week, maybe 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes with my schedule here, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.